All right, here we go. Our opponent is letting us know up front he is on tilt. And our hand's pretty good, so maybe he should be. Actually, I don't know if his hand's probably just fine. He's got some spells. Spells are good. See what he's leading off with over there. Bloodstained Mire for Stomping Ground. Goblin Guide? Goblin Guide perchance? Search for Scape Shift. I see, I see. We don't want to do ourselves damage then, as it turns out. Going to, there's obviously only draw fetch lands, but there's a big difference between 18 life and 19 life against Scape Shift or TitanShift, and it's an entire extra turn. So let's not walk into that one, at least for now. We may get to a point where we need to. This probably isn't a great matchup. I'm not sure. Our bolts aren't very good against them, that's for sure. But now you can poke us with this. I don't know what we want here. I guess Ascension, I guess Thing in the Ice. Need a win condition. Well, okay, ask and shall receive or something like that. We'll go ahead and run it out. Play a fetch land. There's also the possibility, unlikely, but possibility of catching him off guard with a Lightning Helix if he sets up a Scape Shift to do 18 to us, and we go back up to 21. I assume he will do the correct thing and poke us down with his Scourge Tribe Elder at 18. Now, he may think we're on actual Storm here. But not this week, buddy. And so we're out of. I mean, we could play this, but he can just say whatever. We'll just do this. If he pops it at the end, we don't go to 18. Wow, he does. Well, that's fine. I mean, I'm still probably cracking my Tarn, but I guess I don't have to crack my Tarn. 18 is the same as 16, also, because either way, Helix puts us up over the top. Now, if he just plays a land, plays through the breach, Primeval Titan, that would be very bad. We would take some damage. There's a Valakut. We have Blood Moons for him, at least. He's got enough Secure Trap Elder. Okay. And a Farseek. So that gives him 4 mountains. This gives him 5, so everything after that does damage. Scape Shift would be lethal. I think I'm going to not crack this. I'm just going to draw. See where we go. Let's start with a... Let's go ahead and start with a... I guess we'll start with a Serum Visions, because if we find Remand that we're going to go into with this, and, you know, that could make our line worth it. Bolt and Probe, huh? First Probe, second Bolt. We found Thing in the Ice. So there's a reason not to have this. Let's do it this way. I'm just going to bolt this thing. Obviously, nothing happens except that we don't die. Alright, so this gives him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if he has land and Scape Shift, we're dead. Because he would be able to do more than 18 at that point. But I'm going to continue to not go to 18 here. And just see where things fall. You know, at this point, we're hoping he just has something like a Primeval Titan, which is, I guess, I mean, we say we hope that it probably just kills us anyways. Yep, there's the damage. So if he has Scape Shift or Primeval Titan, we're probably dead. I guess not Primeval Titan. I guess we wouldn't be immediately dead to that, but I don't think we're killing him either. And now we are dead to Scape Shift. We're dead to a lot of things. But if we're not dead, we can try to do stuff on our turn. But we're not dead. So now, no point protecting our life total. Let's see what he's got. He's got nothing. He's got stone nothing, okay. Good for us. There's the bolt. I'm going to go ahead and get the thing in the ice out there. It's a little slower, but I think that's just sort of where we're at here. Go ahead and loot. Actually, should I Manamorphose? No, because we can just do that next turn to flip it. Just going to loot. Yeah, so we see he has nothing. The coast is as clear as it's going to get. We just have to try to burn him out. Okay, so bunch of burn spells, one of which is super relevant. Getting more life could matter. I mean, I guess the anger, this guy's dead anyways. With the anger, that's fine. This is all fine. We're working on this plan. This is just going to eat the anger of the gods plus the mountain in his hand and die. You know, we could have maybe tried to set up something where we cast 4 spells at once to save it, but he also, I mean, yeah, I'm not going to stress about that too much. Now, he also might think that he doesn't have to immediately kill it because we didn't do much. I mean, that would be silly of him, but it's a possibility. Uh-oh. Alright, well. Hope that there's no Primeval Titan there. We could get lucky and beat Primeval Titan, I guess. And you got a Wood of Foothills. Okay. We're still in it. Still in it somehow. Very. We just need him to continue to whiff. Alright, well, there goes our thing in the ice. That's fine. And I'm going to go ahead and bolt him to get a counter on our Ascension. Now maybe it would have been, maybe it's possible, and I'm going to feel really bad if we draw Manamorphose, because then we could have technically saved it. So that would feel bad, I guess. Maybe, maybe we could have played around that a little more. And at the same time, that means that bolt's not going to our face. Visions of Beyond. Okay, so we're 10 cards on our graveyard. That's not very many. Luckily, though, there's a Visions of Beyond already there. Sure. Let's see where we go from here. We go into a Scalding Tarn. Alright, so there's a looting in our graveyard, so we maybe don't need to play the land. Go ahead and Manamorphose. I guess, is there even a reason to rush? Most of our stuff, we just play a land and start doing stuff in his end step. But no, I'm not. I'm just going to try it. There's no reason not to just do it now. Okay. Let's make some mana. Red, white. Blue. Red. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Let's play this one. Get rid of this. Go ahead and I think loot with what we have here. Probably will loot twice because we have the second Ascension actually. Alright, so there goes land, second one. Visions, Manamorphose. Okay, so we want the Manamorphose for sure. And probably the Visions. We'll get rid of a Helix. Okay, we'll pass the turn. Now again, we could be dead. But if we don't die, yeah, maybe I should have kept the other Helix. I mean, that allows this Helix to trigger that Ascension. I mean, basically we have 3 cards in our hand and 2 of them will trigger, and we get to keep. Okay, this all right. So we'll see what we can do here. All right, so we have 15 cards in our graveyard. I think we just start with the Visions from Beyond, or Visions of Beyond, and just go ahead and draw 2 cards with it. We do get to trigger this though, and we can gain 9 life, which is, it's relevant to like a Primeval Titan. Maybe not, and not to Escape Shift or whatever, but. All right, let's draw some cards. Looting and Bolt. Okay. Now we shall Manamorphose. Is this lethal? I think we have lethal. 18? Yep. Nice, okay. Well, I wasn't sure we were going to get there, but I do think we've gotten there. Red, blue. Yep. And we could actually remand this and continue to go off the full combos, but which is something to keep in mind. If you do have this going, you can remand your Manamorphose after, like, you let the copy resolve, then you remand the original, and it goes back to your hand. At which point you've just drawn cards. You're even on mana because you've spent 2 on this, and get 2 back from the copy. So you're even on mana, but you draw cards the whole way. As is, I think we'll just go ahead and win. Bolt you 3 times. And Lightning Helix you. Let's see if he just scoops, if I actually have to click through it all. All right, there's game 1. Got there. He he had all the ramp and none of the kill spell, and that let us get there. And let's get these Blood Moons out here. Swan Songs. I guess that's all we can do, really. It's actually, the remands are pretty good as well. The looting's a little less good. You have to cut something. I guess it's just, not too positive what to cut because we need to keep our 4 ofs. I guess we could just cut a Thing in the, if we just said Thing in the Ices are really slow, which they are, to be fair. So yeah, we'll try this. I didn't expect to seal a game. I actually don't know if we can win the match. It seems like a difficult matchup for us, but sealing a game is certainly step 1. This is a keeper. It's not a great hand, but it's a hand. He didn't have a search for tomorrow, so that's something. No, interestingly, we actually still don't know if our opponent is, through the breach TitanShift Primeval Titans. Okay, well now we do. I say, or if he's just Scapeshift, and some of them are both, but not all of them. In this case, he's clearly a Primeval Titan deck. So Remand will be very good. Especially given the Summoner's Pact. He has a Titan, so it doesn't matter, I guess. Say Summoner Pacts for Titan, we remand the Titan, then his next turn he has to pay for the Pact rather than, cast a Titan. So, but what we can do is hopefully flip a Thing in the Ice to bounce that Titan and then remand it. So, given that, there's no reason to not just go ahead and shock ourselves. And try to get to work with this thing next turn. Now, he didn't seem to have an easy way to kill it, based on his hand, so he does have Turbo get to 6 lands, cast Primetime hand. Yeah, there's a Secret Tribe out there. He just wants F6 on our turn, I guess. Alright, that's a lot of lands, I agree. Alright, so we'll go ahead and Serum Visions. We need more remands, that's what we need. I actually don't even think we want Lightning Bolt. 7. Then again, Lightning Bolt, if we can get 2 hits in with this, Lightning Bolt plus Helix is 14. Surely we can find another burn spell. Whereas more Remand seem harder to come by. Alright, well, we'll pass here. We'll Manamorphose into Remand. Then on our turn we can... maybe we just let it resolve. Oh, it's a Through the Breach. I cannot flip it this turn. Yes, I can. So, but it's so that's just, we just need to remand this. Okay. He might not actually have a 6 land. Alright, so we actually face an interesting decision here. In that we can flip our guy now, get in for 7. He gets to Through the Breaches guy, get 2 mountains which do nothing. We'd get 1 mountain, 1 Valakut. Yeah, I don't think this works. I say he'd get, well, we'll go ahead and he'd get 1 mountain, 1 Valakut, putting him to 4 mountains and 3 Valakuts. Then when he attacks, he'd get 2 mountains, getting 6 triggers for 18 damage, plus the attacker. We could just get him for 7. We could Looting, try to find our Remand, get him for 7. Helix him and then he makes that same attack. He tries to deal us 18. Well, it's not though. It's 18 plus the Titan, so we can't do that. I say that we can Helix and not die, or we could block the Titan, not die, go to 1. Doesn't seem good either. We can just go digging for that Remand, or Swan Song or whatever. Yeah, let's start with this then. Let's go ahead and flip. Obstinate Baloth. It's annoying. Yep. So he doesn't have the land though. Manamorphose. Okay. So we'll go ahead and Serum Visions. Ascension Helix, huh? I think we keep this Helix because it represents lethal if we get 2 hits in. We keep the Ascension given how easily we can try to trigger it later. If we make it to later. I mean, what we know is we... And maybe it just doesn't matter. Maybe that doesn't matter at all. Because we have to have Remand. We can keep back our guy to block. He can go up to 5, he can go to 7, he can get 6 triggers, he can do 18 damage. We can only Helix ourselves up to 17. So even blocking doesn't work, so we'll just go ahead and Thought Scour ourselves. So I mean, it doesn't matter whether we bottom then or not, we're Thought Scouring them away. Alright, we hit land. We already played a land. Okay, so basically we attack. Then we have 2 Manamorphose shots at hitting Remand. So we'll have 2 more draws at it. Like I said, this is a really difficult line to figure out. I mean, we could have just say keep back our blocker. We could even try to bounce it when he Through the Breaches it, and we know he doesn't have a 6th land there, but he just drew his 6th land. Now we're actually benefited if he just casts this thing here. And he's not even Through the Breach it because that's the right thing to do. Okay, so let's see if we can find it. And Remand's very good for us. Might win the game. Swan Song will also do. Gives him a stupid bird. We'll go ahead and keep the other Manamorphose in our hand. Okay, well, that's something. That was an out. All right, let's get in there. Yep, good block on his part. Let's get our Ascension out here. All right, so Visions triggers it. Yes, is that true? No, Visions Beyond does not trigger it. Lightning Helix does trigger it. Faithless Looting does not trigger it. Manamorphose does. So I think actually what we want to happen is he just gets a Primeval Titan. He just plays a Primeval Titan. He doesn't draw land. He plays Primeval Titan. And then we figure out a way to trigger our Ascension to just double Helix it, I guess. Still don't know that we're going to win this game. This game is still very, very close. Unless, of course, we Luckardarg our way into a Remand here. Alright, we want blue and blue, so we can Visions after this to try to find it. We did not get it. Okay, so we'll Visions. Does not trigger Ascension, but it gives us one more shot at the Remand. We did not get there. And that means we can't Helix, but that's fine. So the problem for our opponent here is that he actually can't even trigger it this turn because he has this Forest. So his best bet is probably to get a Valakut and a Mountain to go up to 4, so that his next get 2 lands thing gives him, 6 triggers. That's what I would do. Yep. All right, makes sense. He is playing as he should. Now we are still very much in trouble. That was exactly what we needed. I say that this is still not guarantee anything, but this is a start. The no mana get our thing up to 2. Yep, still a bunch of cards that kill me. I agree. That's a lot of land. All right, so step 1, attack. I assume he'll block because just playing the next prime time kills us. Oh, he did not block. That opens up a whole bunch of outs. That opens up the fact we don't need any outs. That was a huge, I think, he did reveal another Titan. Yeah, his Summoner Pact at least, so we can go get another Titan. So now we just get to Helix him to death. It made this game so much simpler. If he blocks, yeah, he throws away his guy, but he's at 13, and we don't have trample or anything. I'll just actually read this card. Yeah, he's at 13 life. He just plays the next Titan, gets 2 mountains, deals us 18 damage, and kills us. Now we were gonna have to go try to find another. This represented 6. We were gonna have to try to do so many other things, which was like loot into Remands and then Helix this thing down, etc. But now we just get a win. That was a close. Both of those games were extremely close. Wow, that was nuts. Good match right there. Jeez.